Hi guys and welcome back to my course. In this video, we will learn about the new ways provided by ES6 to implement inheritance between classes. Now ES6 provides us with a keyword called extends to inherit classes. So this is a syntax. To create a class, you do class followed by class name, and inside the curly braces is your class body. Now to inherit a parent class, after that class name, you add a keyword called extends followed by the parent class name. Say you have these two classes, person and pilot. The person class is the parent and pilot is the child class. Let's try writing some code to inherit person in pilot class. So we already created this person class in the previous video. Let's create the pilot class. So class keyword followed by class name, which is person. Let's create a constructor so that we can have these person related properties in here. So this dot experience, then we've got type, and then we've got license. Now to initialize these values, we can pass some parameters to the constructor. So let's say experience, type, and license. And we can use these values to initialize our properties. So experience over here, type over here, and license over here. All right. Say we have a function, say get data, and it just prints the experience. So experience, dollar curly braces, and inside this we can have our expression. So experience and type, say dollar curly braces, this dot type. Let's try creating an instance. So let's say constant John, new person. Sorry, we were trying to create a pilot class. So let's change this to pilot. So new pilot. And we can pass the values. Say experience of 28 years, type, say private jets, and license number, say Tango Charlie 1234. Now when we try to call this function get data, it should print the data in the console. All right, so let's save it. And as you can see, it's printing the data in the console, but experience is undefined. Oh, we did not give it a correct name, so it was experience. And now as you can see, we get experience, 28, and type, private. Let's try printing this object. So console log, say John. And as you can see, we get this object with some properties, experience, license, and type, and a function get data. And inside this proto, we've got another proto object along with the constructor. So this constructor represents your constructor function of the pilot class. Now let's try inheritance. So extends followed by parent class name, which is person. Let's save it. And as you can see, it gives us this error must call super function. So this is required. So basically what it does is the super function, it calls the constructor function of the parent class. So it will call this function. Now this constructor function, it requires name and birth year. So you can simply pass it to this super function. Say John Wick and say 1980. Let's save it. And as you can see, the error goes away. And when we expand this object, so it has experience, license, and type. Along with that, it also has name, year of birth, and get details function. So now it has access to all the properties and methods of the parent class. So to access something, you can simply do, say, like this. So this dot get details. So you can simply call that function. Let's save it. And as you can see, the details function returns name and age. So that's why name and age is also printed in the console, along with experience and type. Now we hard coded this value. So to pass it as a variable, you can simply add two more variables here, say name, comma, birth year, and you can pass that name here. So when you create an instance, you will have to pass these two values as well. Say Claire Williams, followed by birth year, say 1985, and followed by other three properties, which were experience, type, and license. Let's save it. And as you can see, we get name Claire Williams, age 34, etc., etc. Similarly, we can create multiple objects, say Toto, new pilot. Let's say Toto Wolf, year of birth, say 1982, experience, say 30 years, say commercial, and it needs a license, so let's say Tango Charlie 999. Let's try calling the getData function. And as you can see, it's printing the details of the second object as well. So that's how you can implement inheritance using this ES6 keyword called extends. I hope this gave you a better understanding of implementing inheritance in ES6. But if you have any doubts or queries, feel free to drop a comment below or reach out to me on Twitter, and I'll add my Twitter handle in the description below. See you in the next video. Bye and take care.